Hey, so this is just a really quick cold email campaign I had for PlantSwitch. PlantSwitch is a B2B company that basically provides these utensils and containers that are biodegradable. So they're bioplastics and they're alternatives to existing, basically single-use plastics. So what we can do is use Clay to basically use AI to browse all of these quick service restaurants. And what we can ask the AI agent to do is to look for specific environmental commitments. And if it can't find anything on the website, then it just look up whatever it can find on Google. So yeah, it's just an idea I had, and then we can use the environmental commitments in our email script. So this is pretty much what I had in mind. Subject line: ditch microplastics. Hey John, saw that KFC pledged to source fiber-based packaging from certified sources. Curious if you found a cost-effective alternative to plastic that feels just as easy to use. So this line here is just kind of a poke the bear question where we try to get them thinking about their current solution, and we try to touch on the pain points. I think I saw in one of the presentations that PlantSwitch had that basically one of the biggest selling points is that the PlantSwitch resins are more cost effective than even current bioplastic alternatives. So PlantSwitch offers a low-cost, zero-waste alternative to your single-use disposables. Hyatt Hotels recently made the switch and saved 18% on utensils and containers while removing 3.5 tons of microplastics from the environment. So obviously, these numbers are just made up because I don't have internal data, but something like percent savings and removing X amount from the environment, I think would be really strong metrics to point at. And then if we could help you do the same, would that be worth exploring? Second email follow-up 3 to 4 days later. Hey, John, in the last week, every person in America has eaten a credit card's worth of microplastics. How closely are you following new legislation to ban disposable plastics? We're partnered with the USDA to create plant-based, natural, degradable alternatives to your utensils, containers, and packaging. You can throw our forks and spoons onto a compost pile and watch it break down in less than a day. Could I send you and the team a few samples? So we try to hit on a different angle where I forget where I heard, I think it was again another podcast, but basically you were saying that there's always new legislation coming up to ban disposable plastics and companies are trying to stay ahead of it basically. And then, yeah, I think one thing that makes the PlantSwitch utensils different is that they actually are decomposable in shorter amounts of time. And yeah, I think sending a sample just so that they can use and feel the product is super, super important because at some point it doesn't even really matter how we describe the product in the email until they actually get to feel it. Some other call to action ideas I had is just quick 2-minute video breaking down the cost and comparing it versus plastics and versus other bioplastics. Quick 2-minute video call to action typically always works really well because it's super low commitment. And then afterwards, I'd have a few more follow-up emails, one of them just to pass off to see if there's anyone else at the company who's willing to talk to us, and then probably another follow-up 7 to 14 days later, just asking if now's a better time. All right. Yeah. Thank you.